Hello to amazing people, and welcome to another episode of Sailing Era. And let's sail through the era some more in this very beautiful sailing, trading, pirate hunting game that I'm enjoying a lot. This will be last consecutive episode of the Abdullah's campaign here. I didn't want to spoil it last time, but well, but now we hopefully watched the previous episode and already know that I finished the Abdullah's campaign. So yeah, we ended up where we've started in the port of Muscat, taking revenge on the evil trader Lace, who was the puppeteer in the whole story, and well, finally he met his demise. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about what I liked about this campaign. I'll do a couple more quests. I'm gonna talk about my plans for the future of this series, and yeah, let's go. So I'll talk while we auto sail and stuff. So first things I wanna do is I wanna do the family seek mission here. So I need to complete the contract of Isabella. So I'm gonna go to the quest here. Okay, sandalwood. So we need to bring some mirk and firearm to Merida, and if I'm not mistaken, we already have some in my cargo hold. So there's the mirk, there's the firearms. I have a lot of gold. I can use this gold to make ports which don't like me yet enough for me to have a guild to do exactly that. So I don't know, we could try with Socotra. We could start with Socotra, I guess. So, and let's also check, do I have my ships with me here? Okay, we do. So yeah, I really enjoy this campaign. Oh, we have to just normally sail to Muscat. At first I thought I'm not gonna like the Arab campaign, so this one was not available in the demo. So I specifically had to get the game to No, when I got the game, well, I would get the game either way because I think it's amazing. I've been waiting for a good sailing game, pirate hunting game for a while now, so I was very, very happy to get it and to play it. And yeah, at first I was not sure if I will enjoy the very fighty campaign. So this campaign was very combat oriented, a lot of mandatory fighting and stuff like that. But turns out the main character has an ability where you can capture enemy ships if you remove their crew. And in this kind of games, that's a heart of things, you know, it's like a beating heart. Fighting enemy fleets, boarding them, devoiding them of their crew, and then capturing their ships as your prize, and then continue using those ships in the future. That's just so good. And yeah, because of that I enjoyed it a lot. So it's like one single ability of the main character here grants the ability to recruit ships that have surrendered. This one ability totally changed how I enjoyed this game. It was just so good. And Mr. Bianca here, whatever he's called, is using pangolin armor, and I'm gonna change that for scale armor. There we go. I'm sending a political message here. Well, not really political, but a message. That's fine. Who else has one? Wait, what? No, that's scale armor. So we only have one pangolin armor. Okay. Alright. Yeah, turns out pangolin armor is made out of these very cute creatures which have to die and suffer to be made, so I don't like that. Anyway. So Kotra. First of all, I'm gonna sell one piece of gold, which they don't actually pay a lot for. Oh, they have some sapphires here, that's cute. I wanna see if they give me contribution. They do. Actually, how much contribution do you need to start a guild? Are you kidding me right now? These guys have access to ambergris. Well, we found it, cat. I knew I saw that somewhere. Oh my gosh. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. So what are the plans for the future? Well, I would kind of like to play... No, I would really like to play Andreas campaign. And I would really like to also play Abdullah some more. And yeah, that's kind of a little bit of a problem. Like, I want to do so many things, and yet I have just enough time to do like one or the other. It is what it is. So yeah, I'll have to choose. And I think starting a fresh campaign will be way more exciting than continuing to grind this one out. Although I am interested about like exploring the world on my huge ship of the line and figuring out how exactly do we get pieces for the ships for what is the like words evade me today. How exactly do you get ship parts to build those and yeah, all that good stuff. Okay. Good. Let's go. We're gonna invest into industry a little bit. Like 50,000 will suffice. So I'm playing here like it's I'm gonna play this for so many more times, and I don't know actually. I'm gonna be coming back to the Abdullah campaign here and there, because I think it's really cool how much of the world we already explored, and I would like to explore the rest. And I think it will be the easiest to do that with Abdullah. And I'm trying to figure out in my hand, like, I feel like this might be the campaign where I like 100% the game, like try to do all the side quests, try to max out the relationship with all the tavern ladies, try to find out all the treasures, try to do all the expeditions, because I already did a lot of that anyway, so this one would be the easiest one to 100%. But I really do want to play the Andreas campaign, so I think it might look like more or less like... okay, so that's Socotra. Let's do... Like, I would like to get a guild in one of the places which has a shipyard. So let's see, what is the place which has a shipyard? Also, yeah, we should definitely go and buy some of that ambergris. Seems to be like super rare. Okay. Does Cape Town have a shipyard? It should have one, no? No, it doesn't. Natal? No? Okay, so this one has... I can't see the full name. This is like Sahala province or something like that. I don't know, but we're gonna go there next. Sofala, okay. Good. So, what I'm thinking is I could play like a very main quest focused Andreas campaign where I spend very minimal amount of time like grinding and like collecting money and making guilds. Like I just do whatever happens like organically, right? I get to the port, I do whatever I feel like would make the most sense, and then I continue on to my main quest and see what happens. Like do we hit a wall? Like do we, like, I would imagine myself to be Andreas, like, and think about his like urges and goals, and if I was him, like, what would I like to do the most at that point? Like, it's probably not like sailing like 20 times between Porto and like one of the other, or Lisbon, or like and one of the other places in the neighborhood, and trying to like get some nice money going before setting off. No, like he would probably like be so eager to set sail that he would like throw all the caution into the wind and just go, right? And that's how I'm gonna play it. Okay, so we got some contribution here. I don't think I actually have enough gold to get this one to max out, but like, let's start. I like this music, by the way. Okay. I'm gonna check. Oh, wait. Is there anyone in the tea stall here? No. Okay, good. And then let's see. Oh, hello. That's really good. Drum. And red colored choker. Like, what? And like, I would be using consumables. That means like, if I find a golden leaf, I would probably sell it to like finance my expeditions. Like, I played this campaign like a true hoarder that I am. And it was super fun. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you go to the trade center here and no, in an equipment shop here, and if I show you my inventory here, like, you will see that I hoard a whole bunch of stuff. Like, I'm actually way more rich than it seems, because if I would sell all these things, like, I have like stupid amounts of money, you know. And but I really enjoy having all these items. It felt me like feel like I can respond to things easily and do things that I wouldn't usually be able to do just because, yeah, I have them. And I also found some very exploitative ways to play the game. So I'll have to see what I do with Andreas. Like, I don't wanna like have another very exploitative run where I figure out, hey, this is really good, let's just spam that. No. Like, this is something I would like to avoid. So yeah, I'm thinking maybe like I'll play Abdullah like maybe once or twice per week, and then Andreas 5 or 6 times. So maybe like 3 episodes of Andreas, then 1 episode of Abdullah. That could be cool. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. Okay, so let's see. Next quest. Okay, so in Hamburg we need to bring 2 cargo holds of ambergris to Teresa. I could probably do that, but like, let's go to Caribbean first. So I'm gonna put out the sale now, and since I don't have any more gold, the next place we go to will be Merida. It's gonna take a lot of days to get there, though. I don't know if I have enough supply. So I think what it would be wise, we get to Sierra Leone first, and I'm gonna sail from there. But yeah, this is an amazing game. I don't know if a lovely commenter who was talking about Sid Meier's Pirates is still here or not. Yeah, I compared this game to Sid Meier's Pirates, and in many ways for me it's very similar, and that's why I enjoy it a lot. And I know that in some ways this game is lacking. It's not as tight as Sid Meier's Pirates in some areas. The fights are not as tight, like many things are not as tight. And I also understand there is like this huge nostalgia about Sid Meier's Pirates, so yeah, I understand. But I've been waiting so long for a high quality game of this type that when I found this one, I was so happy, and I was ready to like shut a blind eye. Is that how you say it? Like, just not look at these like rough edges and just enjoy a very beautiful core. This game is huge. It has so many things in it, like 4 different campaigns, a lot of story, beautiful art and graphics, which I don't really care too much usually, like, but I learned to appreciate it over the years. I was always like this huge like mechanical kind of player that would enjoy strong and tight mechanics, but over time I did also learn to appreciate and at least notice and mention this beauty. Apparently we have a mission here, so let's check it out. It's getting hotter and hotter. In the driest months of every year, herds of animals would stampede and trample the eastern plains under their thunderous hoofs. There would only be clouds of dust, and until next year, when the animals return home triumphantly. Okay? Yeah! I want to see that. Okay. Well, you got to at least wait until August or so, and not too close or it's too dangerous. I'm not afraid. My great migration, so we found a clue for, like, something. Okay. Approximately in August each year, thousands of animals join the Great Migration on the southwestern grasslands near the Western African landing site. What would be the Western African landing site anyway? This one, yeah? So yeah, so this is like a good example of like how amazing this game is. So you have these landing sites, expeditions, which you can take on, and then you can explore them and find treasures there. But you cannot find all the treasures. To like find them all, some very specific circumstances have to be met. And for example, for this one, like, you have to get to the at about the right time of the year there, and I just found out when. And actually, you randomly find these small pieces of information, and like, I have this riddle here. When the pendulum swings, when the pendulum stops moving, 4 gifts of truth will appear: 2 on the island and shore of the burning sun, 2 on the Cuckoo Clan's left wing, and the river of entanglement. I have no idea what this thing is talking about, but like, it has a solution, and that's so cool. Anyway, let's continue sailing. So yeah, over the years, I learned to appreciate a beautiful game, even though I don't think it's very important for the game to be satisfying. I could play like a very like non-graphical game and still enjoy it if mechanics are good and if user interface is well usable. But still, it's hard not to appreciate how beautiful this game is. It has like, it's a Chinese developer. It has this like Eastern art, like the characters look a little bit anime-like. It's actually funny how some of these characters look like we're supposed to be these like sailors, explorers, pirates, and look at this. This dude has a falcon. Like, if you check how they are dressed, and some are like super over the top, like, but they're beautiful, right? Like their clothes and stuff and the style, like they really poured a lot of heart and soul into this game. Now, what this game does lack is like a little bit of tightness. It feels like they had these amazing ideas about some of the game systems, but in the end decided to scrap some of them to actually get the game out, which is fine. I think that's totally fine. Like, if you seek out, like I already said, like, a thing doesn't have to be perfect for you to still be able to enjoy it a lot. So I rather enjoy a less perfect game that actually exists than not enjoy a perfect game that's gonna come out one day, but who knows when. And well, apparently we're in a storm, so we have to wait. And yeah, like, and this was an interesting decision, like this auto sailing feature, right? So I would say like auto sailing is like about twice as fast as normal sailing. So you still like kind of get immersed into this process of sailing, but it goes faster. So you get where you need to go faster. Trade center. I hope I have everything I need, otherwise this will be awkward. Okay, so yeah, I guess here I'm gonna yammer less about the story and let's do this thing. Purchase contract, key supplies, client Isabella Cortez, place Merida. So she's a sister of one of my crew members. It's his sister, right? And she was transferred by ship by this dude, Mr. Costello, and Carlos here was not super happy about it. So we have 2 crew members who are like actually kind of mad at each other or whatever, like not happy with each other. And like, I feel like there's some opportunity here to like make it even bigger, even better, like some kind of relationship, like in our adventure guild where people are like rivals or friends, or having 2 of them on the ship would like create some like drama or something like that. It's just not there. It's just like the game's already way too big, so they never did it. Or like the tavern ladies. I don't know if there's a tavern lady here, but like, you can have drinks with them, and then they have their favorite gifts, and then if you like give them favorite gifts, they like you, and in return they reveal you places where treasures are. You go sail there and you find these treasures. And what I think is really cool that these treasures already exist there. You can find them before they even give you this clue if you're lucky, and very often I was. And like there, I feel like how do we know right away what their gifts are? I feel like there was like this huge system that was supposed to be implemented there but never was. So yeah, but still, I'm very happy this game exists and that I found it and that I can play it, and I'll play it some more. And let's finally go to the Commerce Guild here. Yeah, I'm sorry this video is a bit weird, maybe, I don't know, but it's like just me gushing about like how amazing this game is. I would totally recommend you to get this game if you enjoy these types of games and just play the hell out of it. So yeah, Isabella Cortez here made a shopping list. So yeah, we're gonna submit the things. There we go. We got some pearl jewelry, which is not really a big thing. and a lot of contribution for Merida, which is actually really cool. But what's interesting here is the story. What? You fulfilled all those orders? They don't fetch a good return, so no one ever even wanted to touch them. Well, we had other motives. It's because we like to help people, right? But anyway, these weird orders offered paint jewelry that I don't think you can authenticate. We function as middlemen for the guilds, just like a hub or port in every city. You're on your own to verify each order. So what we actually want to find out who made the order and where she is. Like, we don't care about rewards here, we just want to find the lady, you know. But if you still have doubts, just ask the lady yourself. Yes, that's what you want to do. If I'm correct, she would be somewhere around Veracruz. So we found out that she's in Veracruz. All right. So I guess this search continues. So here we're gonna like get the permission to activate the guild and start the guild. Like, actually, like, I earn money over time just from the huge bunch of guilds that I have and they're trading. So not every one of my guilds can trade, but for example this one can. So like here we can go like, hey, wonderful guild of mine, I want you to trade, and then you set up the trade. The trading is a little bit limited, but at first I was like, oh no, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. It's not important. Like, this trading system is designed so it takes the least away from you and your like focus on actually playing the game, and gives you like the most possible in return. You know what's funny? We can actually trade with Acapulco here, which I think it's crazy. Like, this is like a huge distance, but it would probably not let me trade with something like, yeah. So I cannot trade with Azores because it's apparently too far away. This is interesting. So it seems like it uses like air distance when calculated what you can trade with and what you can't. Let me just see. Or maybe not. Maybe not. So apparently we can trade with San Antonio. I would say this is probably realistic. So basically, like, my guild's not big enough to be able to sail across the oceans. That's a very tricky thing to do. It took me quite a bit actually, and it was a little bit rough when I decided to sail across the ocean, because I didn't have big enough ships, enough supplies for the huge voyage that this big void here is. So of course you can trade with Acapulco, because like the ships just sail on the edge of the continent, they can't really get lost. They use like these trading routes here, and then they can visit the cities on the way to resupply. But it's kind of fun that we can like trade with Acapulco here. Like, we can get some like really rare things if we want to, and I kind of do want to. Like, the rarest would be quinine, right? There's also some gold here. Okay, so we're gonna trade with Lima, and I'm gonna do something interesting here. So in this setup, you can tell what to like trade. So for example, I can tell them, hey, like, just trade some potato, cocoa, vanilla, carmine, and jaded, and sell that in Lima. Yeah. And then for Lima, I can be like, hey, I want quinine and gold, right? But I don't want you to trade those when you come back. I want you to put them into the warehouse. So then later on I can come and grab all this gold and quinine and do something useful with them. Now, of course, this increases the amount of like micromanagement you have to do, because eventually you're gonna have to come and pick up this quinine and gold and do something with them. So I usually don't do that, but like quinine is so hard to get otherwise, so I think it would be kind of cool to sell them. And actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna take quinine. Like, I don't care about gold. I have access to good amounts of gold, so. And yeah, I mean, dispatch then. And then every 2 months, there's gonna be one cargo hold, 5 quinine in Merida for me to pick up. And like, we have enough room in warehouses for like a decade or so. So yeah, we don't have to worry too much about that. And then we're gonna get these like reports, where we can see which guild is doing some good trades and which they're not, and you can review them. Like, you can review them here. Like you can go to Havana and be like, hey Havanians, why are you costing me so much money? And here we can see that by selling weapons and tobacco in Veracruz, we actually like usually earn a little bit of money, but it's not really super lucrative, right? But it's alright. I'm gonna leave it. I could like go and this is not good. We can improve it, right? But what we really want here is we are buying gold and we are leaving it in a Havana warehouse for me to pick up later and sail with all that gold to Europe or wherever else I wanna go. Right, I'm gonna set sail to Veracruz. So the goal for this mission more or less is to find this girl and like get them like finish this small quest line and yeah, and just talk a lot about the game. So such a good game. And I can see myself playing this one for quite a bit more. Although there is some things that I also wanna do, like Fantasy Forest coming out soon. I really want to play that, obviously, since I'm like a developer on it. But not just because of that. Like even if I wasn't, I would be playing it. Like once it got out, because like it's a really good game. Card Survival Fantasy Forest. Go and wishlist it. It's like an amazing up and coming game. You'll see. Humble bragging a little bit here, but this is what it is. Ching. Anyhow, a blonde girl sits in an inconspicuous corner, surrounded by local kids. They tuck her dress, begging her to tell more stories. Her light blue skirt is full of little brown handprints that highlighted the plain dress like blossoming flowers. Isabella, brother, you're okay. Nah, she's more than okay, I think. That's it. Oh, she's here. We can talk to both of them. I think like talking to any of them would. Like, hey there, Andrea. I said I'll be away for a while, and here I am. I came back. Isn't that amazing? But anyhow, let's see her story. You must be the captain. Thank you for the shipment. I've been waiting for so long for anyone to deliver. Yeah, because she didn't pay much. So she used her jewelry, like her family memento, to get those goods. But like, it wasn't really worthwhile. So I'm not surprised no one took that. Like, you required some really, really rare things. I bet she used like quinine to like treat kids for malaria and stuff. She was probably doing some very nice work, but let's see. Don't mention it. Is my brother working for you? Yes, he is. He kept asking about me, but refused to talk about himself. I respect his decision, so I didn't press. I hope you will look after my brother, Captain. Well, we want to look after you. I'm sorry. It's wonderful that you're safe. They didn't do you any harm, did they? The people here are very kind, unlike what I heard back home. Regardless, we must go back as soon as we can. No, I don't think you understand the situation, dude, here. She likes it here. She's probably staying. Okay, my job in Merida is done. After I tie up some loose ends, I'll sail home. Really? Ah, wrong again. Let me take you. You must be busy with your duties in Havana. I can contact the ship on my own. Oh, why did you come with a different crew? It's a long story. I'll tell you later when we have time. We can talk about anything, as long as you agree to go home. Don't worry, I'm not a kid anymore. I won't be so impulsive. Alright. And then we talk to the person who actually got her here. Unbelievable. I pegged you at best a spoiled rich girl with some courage. I never thought you could pull this off. Because I saw it. When you first let me here, I was terrified. But I saw it. Isabella turns her back on Costello to look out into the ocean. Goodbye to all the sufferings on this land. Yeah, she was helping people out. Nice. Compared to what they experienced, what happened to me was trivial. I know you're a good person, Costello. You left me in Merida because you were wanted and didn't want to risk me getting hurt in the crossfire. Thank you for the journey. Wait till I get another crew. I'll definitely extend a formal invitation. Alright. Isabella seems surprised by it, but quickly shakes her head. You've done enough. I finally realized what I must do. I think he saved her from a forced marriage or something. I forgot what exactly the story was. Very soon I'll sail back to Seville and marry into the Gonzalez family. I'll ask them to leave the bounty on you too. Oh really? You're really gonna go back and marry? But like... So yeah, Cortezes and Gonzalez don't like each other much. That's what I've figured. What? Isabella, you're not... Sorry, brother, I was too impulsive. I pondered it too roughly. Someone has to do something to change the status quo here. Someone with power, money, and social status. You made the right decision for me to marry into the Gonzalez family, but it's not just for me or our family, but more people. I have your support, right, brother? Yes, so she's going into the snake pit to, like, create peace. It's very, how should I say it, generous of her, but, like, I wouldn't wish that onto anyone. That's my understanding again. Like, maybe I'm just, like, totally wrong about the whole what's happening here, but... Anyhow, I can finally show you the mechanic with the ladies. So, like, Sid Meier's Pirates had a much better mechanic with the ladies. There you would actually marry one as well. So how it works here, once you get to a tavern and you meet a certain girl, you can go to your archives here and see what they actually like. And you know what would be very, very useful if I remembered like her name. Oh well, Andrea, okay. Much easier to just go and check. Andrea. There she is. Right, so the game just tells you what she likes. She likes coral jewelry, phoenix hairpins, and glass art. So if you give her that, she's gonna be much happier. And I think we might have some coral jewelry. Yeah, we actually did get 4 of them. A necklace made out of colorful coral, full of tropical flavor. So the first time you give her her favorite gift, you get 100 favor with her. Well, it's actually what I like. Thank you so much. Hey, it feels like you have something to say. And then we can have some drinks. And then we can talk about things we saw on our voyages. So is it good? Huh? What do you want to talk about? News. I often hear drunk sailors talking about the New World. It just makes me wonder if they are just bragging or if they're actually been there. Okay, this is funny. Andrea, listen, you're from the New World. So I think these are random, which is a shame. Like, for most of the ladies in the game, this would make perfect sense to say. But for her, Andrea, you're probably a native Indian, you know? So... like you have clothes like one, like you're the New World. But anyway, so then usually, although I'm not sure, if you like choose a relevant topic here, then you get more favor, right? And then you get 5 topics each time. These are like discoveries you do on your journeys when exploring the lands. And one of the things that we found was Maka Uchaitl. I'm pretty sure this is from the New World, so this should give us the most favor. The weapon used by the elite Aztec warrior. The obsidian on the sides are so incredibly sharp that a single swing of the weapon can cut down on 3 the height of an adult's waist. But it's also unusually heavy and will be difficult for most people just to carry it on their shoulders. So this is a treasure from the New World. So I hope that like she responds well to it. And she does. She said, amazing! Can you tell me another one? So basically, when you guess the right thing, you get 40 favor. For free, which is much better than spending money on the gift. And then we're just not about to get the 3rd heart, so we can acquire for more info, but she wants to drink first. She's like, hey, I'm not talking about anything until we do another drink, so we can do that. And then we ask for info, and sometimes you get like a treasure map clue here. You've been sailing for a long time, perhaps it's time to get some rest in a tavern and improve yourself. Right. So she's telling me about leveling up mechanic. And then I'm gonna drink with her until we faint. We overindulge in whatever this drink is. And sometimes it happens right away. And sometimes it takes a bit. And then if she didn't give us like a treasure clue yet, she will. Like, we faint and she puts a map into her hand. Abdullah drinks, yeah, we fainted, and there we go. You have obtained a gift from Andrea, America's treasure map. So, and then you can go and check these items. for clues. So, America's treasure map. The European explorer went deep into the heart of the New World and brought back a great deal of treasure, but no one knows from what port he left. So we can use it, and then it shows where the treasure is. So, and then you can go and grab that treasure if you like. And I think, why can't I sail? Oh, there's something happening on the pier. Oh, Isabella and... Okay, more story. Hurry, come when you're done. Yes. And don't run off with some riffraff again. Yes. Make sure to carry enough provisions with you on the ship. Yes. And take... Dude, he's not a little girl anymore. She survived here all by herself and remained, like, in a very good shape. Take routes protected by the Armada and don't deviate. I'll remember. I'll wait for you at home. Alright. Side quest completed. And then when you complete a side quest, then you can go and check out your character. Unlocked after event is family sick, so we still didn't unlock his ability. So I guess we're not done yet. No, we should be done. Yeah, the quest is not here anymore, so... But let me show you the treasure which we just unlocked. Let's say first, sometimes bad things happen to us because I'm like very, how should I say it, sloppy. So this is one of the treasures that I don't have yet. It's somewhere here. Like I recognize the map because of this small thing, a small detail here. You see this small detail? Like the clue map for the Caribbean. Treasures of Soto, like here, I noticed this little wiggly thing, so it's gonna be there. Yeah, so we can actually go and grab that. So I think that would be a nice way to end this video. And yeah, no more 3-hour videos. Like, those who enjoyed those, like, I really hope you enjoy them. Like, I really enjoyed the game, so I played way more than I actually had time for. And now we're gonna calm down a little bit and do normal length videos. Like, my life has been very weird for the last couple of weeks. I was working a lot and playing a lot, and everything else was... Oh, Costello takes out a bottle of wines from God knows where and hands it to Carlos. I was the biggest proponent of the marriage. It's the best choice for Isabella and the Cortez family. The station you're born into also carries with it a lifetime of responsibilities. Isabella saw being a noble as a shackle, so she yearned for freedom, like an uninhibited ship free to sail the sea. So you're happy with your sister's change away? Yeah, it's what she wanted after all. To Isabella. Okay, so they made peace. That's nice. Bottles clang as cheap beer spill all over the floor. The liquid pools before quickly evaporating in the cool sea breeze. I'll always remember the name, Isabella Cortez. Allied attacks are more likely to occur during naval battles. Okay, that's nice. So this game has like this weird anime kind of mechanic, or like Eastern RPG kind of mechanic. You have like friendly ships in the combat manned by your crew. You get this like synergistic attacks on enemies. I didn't really use this a lot. So in order to find treasures, you have to be in this like observatory sailing mode, where you move much slower. And like your person in a crow nest like actively searches for treasures, and you can find this on your own if you get to the proper place at the proper time. We got a deer whistle. What is that? A tool used for sound imitation, made through a series of techniques including skin peeling, drying, heating and processing. I have no idea what this is. A deer whistle. I suppose it probably just like a very nice equipment thing. There it is. Increases your biology and music. And then, yeah, this game... Oh, I could talk for like an hour about the features of this game and I would not even be done. Like some places in the world have these libraries where there's like these old books that nobody was able to translate because they were too complex. And then You can go there and translate them. You need to have at least one person in your crew who knows the language, and then you need to have your person have high enough skills. Like, you can see the skills here, like there's like 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, like there's like 20 of them, and like people come with various degrees of the skills on the start, and you have these items that you find that further boost the skills, and you can equip these items to people to get the skills, and then you get like these thresholds you need to actually like translate these books, and then you get these clues to various like treasures you can find during expeditions. And I didn't even talk up too much about expeditions this time, and yeah, it is what it is. So yeah, it's a great game. It's a great game. It's a huge game. I think it will take me quite a while to 100% it. So I don't know. We'll see how the Andreas campaign goes, and maybe once I'm done with Andreas campaign, like we'll probably do another campaign. I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I see myself playing this game for quite a bit more, but I'll try to like spread out the videos a little bit so other games also get their chance. That's the plan. And how exactly it's gonna go, I don't know. Like, so here we accumulate gold. We can take this gold to Europe to make people very, very happy. They like gold. Like this contribution thing here, you can see. This is how much the governor respects us, and the more they respect you, the better things you can get. Like early on, tax exemption qualifications, like this super cool thing, because you can make way more profit on selling things if you don't have to pay 10% of the full value to the crown. It's like super annoying. So yeah, I'm gonna leave you with one idea which will tell you how amazing I think this game is. I grew up being a huge tactical games RPG fan. Like I played games like Dungeon Siege and Baldur's Gate and stuff. At some point I started playing Baldur's Gate 3, and then I stopped, and then I played some other games which I liked for many reasons, a tiny bit more than Baldur's Gate 3, even though I think it's one of the best games that got out in recent years. It's just like I just stopped playing it because like I already got so I guess I got a little bit oversaturated on that. So I was like, alright, finished Act 1, stopped playing it. I always wanted to go back to it, but like the whole idea of my huge inventory messes that I created by hoarding everything just stopping me, because the first thing I would have to do was to figure that one out. And yeah, but like in my head, I always want to come back and play something like Baldur's Gate 3 some more and like finish it. But like the urge to actually do it when I know that I don't have time and that there's so many other games to play was just at no point strong enough to do it. But my urge to play this game is like so much bigger, like because it's just I don't know, it's just so easy, like it's just so comfortable to play. It's not necessarily a super easy game. You will see when I start the Andreas campaign, and you will see how hard it will be, because I will never have enough money to do everything I want to do. And yeah, it's gonna be like this low economy kind of situation where I will always be like poor. Maybe not, we'll see how it goes. But like, I don't know, for example, like on this ship we have some specialists. So you go here, hired sailors. So I have a full ship of specialists. So every month I spend 3,600, 9,000, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. I spend 19,000 money every month just to pay the sailors, which I don't really need them anymore. I could fire them and stuff like that. When you start the game, you cannot afford, like even 1 or 2 people, you cannot. Like all your money goes to pay for supplies to like support your voyages. So it's kind of crazy to think about it. Like this would be like total bankruptcy for Andreas, like a couple of times over every month. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But what I wanted to say here was that this game's so amazing that even though there's like other turbo good games out there like Baldur's Gate 3, this one gets precedence because it just has that thing about it, like that kind of like exploration and like the side stories and this urge to find out more, to see more, and it gives you this very generously. While in Baldur's Gate 3, like you really need to have time to play that game. Like like a lot of time goes on like just walking around and fighting, and I feel like if I want to play it the way I want to play it, I need stupendous amounts of times, and I would not get anywhere. Like I would play for like an hour or so, and I would do anything. Here, in a half an hour or hour, you can do like a couple of side quests, couple of fights, like you can do a lot. And there, like I feel like I just start playing, and I'm like, oh no, I have to stop and go work, and like it just wasn't working for me, sadly. But in this one, like I just play more and more and more. And yeah, I did also make some huge videos of this game. But like, what are we now at? 45 minutes, and I'm pretty happy what we did in this episode. So this is what you can expect in the future. It would go much faster, of course, because I would not be like sitting on a screen and talking about the game. But yeah, so next episode, it's gonna be huge. I'm gonna be starting the Andreas campaign. I don't know, like, so we have like 8 slots. Like, please stop doing this, by the way. Like, Eastern developers, why do you do this to us? Like, only 8 slots? That's very, very crazy, especially if I'm about to start a new campaign. So I hope Andreas campaign has its own save slots. If not, I'm gonna have to be very careful not to override them. Also make a backup on my PC, so yeah. Alright, I don't even know what this is. It's some kind of roguelite system, I don't know. I don't even know. Yeah, we need to figure this one out. Movable type cube. A movable type cube made with melted iron that has a mirrored character on it. It adopted a casting technique that is beyond the time. Triggered the event of movable type printing and Gutenberg printing, and changed the bookstore to refresh its products every month. Oh, that's actually very useful. I didn't talk about the books in this video. So basically, like, so that's, I guess, the easiest way to skill up your people. So there are bookstores where you can buy skill books, which you can then like use to teach skills to people. And apparently we have this currency, which I don't know where we got it from, which lets us buy these things, which then make it easier to skill up people. This is amazing, I like it. What's this? An anonymous ship deed. Use it to exchange for a fine ship in the shipyard. Add 1 medium-sized starting ship. So this is roguelite elements, really. The game has that as well. We can get like a stupid amount of experience. We can get stupid amount of gold coins. A simple gold ring that's smooth on the inside and has a wind rose engraved on top. Upgrade all skills by 1 level. Okay. Ship deed. Exploration. A portable repair tool that can fix an exploration tool before it's completely damaged. Reduce the probability of damage of exploration tools. The scale is not only a tool used in trade, but also a symbol of justice. The owner of the scale can learn the way of managing commerce guild from it. Significantly increases the monthly investment and development speed of the trading company. Fishery map. An old fishery map that all fishing fleets want, but can hardly come by. Display the location of all fishing grounds around the world. Alright. World navigation. A global navigation chart painted with ship routes and ancient and modern countries. Show all global routes. And then finally a wheel map. With ports all over the world painted on both sides of the wheel, it can be taken out to measure distances and find directions at any time. Display the location of all ports around the world. Okay, so some of these are super useful, but I feel like these are here, like, if you... This is almost like Googling, right? It's like, hey, you found most of the things on the map, but you cannot find that one last city. Well, just buy this, and then all the cities get revealed. But I don't want to use this. Like, I want to play without these, but it's cool that they're here. I'm gonna like use them at some point. Like, especially this one seems very interesting. That's kind of cool. So here, I suppose we probably get this currency by like, yeah. Okay, so yeah, you get this currency by finding different people, and yeah, okay, that's cool. So you get it by just finding stuff out about the world. I think that's really cool. I didn't even know this is the thing. I just noticed when I finished the Abdullah campaign that it gave me access to this info bank here, but I was not sure what it is. And then help here is just like a whole bunch of tutorial stuff. You can go and read through it. It's time to end this video. Thank you all for being on the journey of Arab campaign with me and with Abdullah. The story is now done. I'll continue playing Abdullah here and there just to like find everything, like all the treasures, all the taverns, everything, but it's not gonna be very common. Next video will be Andreas, so I'm gonna be starting a new campaign. I'm gonna start in the port of Lisboa as a young sailor captain who wants to explore the world. So that's gonna be fun. I think it's gonna take us to many wonderful places, and I'm gonna play a little bit differently. It's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be tighter, it's gonna be harder. I'm not gonna be capturing ships. I'll be like avoiding fights. I'll be trading a lot. I'll try to use like I'll try to search for treasures, but not like all over the place, only like when we just stumble into it by accident. And let's see how it feels. I think we're gonna have lots of fun. So yeah, make sure to watch the next video and join us on the wonderful campaign of exploration with Andreas in sailing through the era. And let's sail through the era some more, explore places, have fun, and enjoy life in general. Yeah, like, subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Have a wonderful day, do something nice, be kind to each other, and let's make the world a better place together. Thank you for watching, and see you next episode. The Neumer signing out. Bye bye.